Anyway, today I will be exploring a hot planet in No Man's Sky using the vehicle. As you can see, oh, I didn't turn down my sound. Or you can't hear me very well. So as you can see, I named this planet the kitchen because if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. So what I'm going to be doing today is exploring the planet to get nanite clusters to buy a blueprint. Use my radar and look for an abandoned structure. There we go. This planet has lots of plants on it, but it has no animals, which suits me fine because I don't really like running over animals while I'm driving along. This is a pretty... terrain on this planet is pretty uneven. It makes for some fun. Wow. Makes for some fun driving. I think this vehicle is my favorite. Whoops. Oh, well, now I'm in a... oh, okay. Oh, I was going to be stuck in a cave system. The one that can go over water is good for water planets, but it's not very fast. This is basically the fastest. The fastest vehicle. Of course, the tank is way slow. So yeah, this is definitely my favorite vehicle. At least for exploring non-water planets. There's a question mark up ahead. Oh, goody. I guess I'll collect some armadium. I don't know what it's good for. It might be used for some... after you do the vehicle quests and use it for the attachments that use armadium. I think it might use some... it might be used in some of the new recipes for building building different things on your base, but I'm not sure. But I'll just collect it and maybe just sell it. And it's just fun to destroy these things, so. Time to break some interstellar laws. I can always use more zinc and stuff to sell. And of course, sentinels can give nanite clusters as well. So I need 200 nanite clusters. So that's my goal for today, is to keep exploring until I get 200 nanite clusters. That's how much it costs for the blueprint I'm trying to get. Oh man, this is so fun. Yeah, this is definitely a very nice planet for exploring on the roamer. So thinking back to when I did the vehicle quests, near the end, you go and you see the final prophecy of Null. Null was a kind of hero. Well, actually, he's kind of considered, I don't know if really considered a villain of the Viking lore, but he was killed by their hero Herc, so I guess he was kind of considered a villain. But according to that prophecy, the reason Herc killed him was because Null heard or saw a prophecy from the Atlas that Herc did not see. So Herc was jealous. So that was why he tossed Null off the mountain and killed him. The lore originally said that the reason he killed Null was because Null did not want to fight the Sentinels and Herc did. But apparently it was jealousy. Basically a Cain and Abel story, if you ask me. Geknip, yes, that's another thing I'm looking for is Geknip, because you can plant this new plant at your base called Nip Nip, and I think it may be the new best thing to make money with. Not that I really, well, I guess I do need to make money now because you can own multiple spaceships now, and I want some nice specialized spaceships. Like, I want a scientific spaceship that can travel through, I mean, its hyperdrive will travel faster, so I can get to the center of galaxies faster with that ship. So anyway, so, don't get stuck in there. So Null, his final prophecy was sort of revealed in the vehicle exploration quests. You go to, I went to a monolith in my previous video, and basically the prophecy said that it said something like that basically when the travelers come, which we the players are the travelers, when the travelers come, that like something was going to happen that could destroy all realities. Oops. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but I'm guessing there's going to be some kind of antagonist. Earlier in the vehicle quest, it talked about Obincule and Aeron. Now, somebody on Reddit told me that... Oh, man, I keep falling in holes. Someone on Reddit told me that Aeron's is the Viking name for Sentinels. I'm not sure if that's true. I think I vaguely remember them being referred to Aerons in the Viking lore at some point, but I'm really not sure about that. I'll have to go back through the Viking lore again and see if I can see a reference to Aerons. But I definitely don't remember anything called Obincule, which may be the antagonist. It may be the sinister force that was kind of alluded to in Null's prophecy. Because it also said that there was some kind of anger, fear, despair thing or something. And, you know, after that little text thing, it said that there was like something behind me breathing, watching me. But when I turned around, I didn't see anything. So it definitely seems like there's some kind of mysterious evil force probably going to be involved in a storyline that they're working on, which is pretty exciting. And of course, they hired a new writer. Hello Games hired a new writer. His name's Greg Buchanan, or Buchanan. Not sure how they pronounce it in the United Kingdom, but it looks like he's a pretty experienced video game writer. I think he's worked on like some Mario games and stuff, so not that Mario games have particularly epic storylines, but he's worked on other games as well, so hopefully he'll write something really cool, and we'll have some kind of storyline that will encourage exploration and be exciting. And how far am I from this thing anyway? 1 more minute. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Also, in that final prophecy of Null, um, it said that there was a Gek and a Korvax like standing with me or standing right in front of me or something like that. And of course, I'm pretty sure that refers to Nada and Polo. Nada and Polo have been around since the game released. They appear in a space anomaly every now and then when you warp into a system, and Polo, the Gek, like gives you some different quests to do all the milestones, the journey milestones, which I've completed all of, and then he gives you blueprints and stuff as rewards for doing those. And Nada, the Korvax, he just basically kind of gives you some lore telling you about how he's experimenting or searching for the mysteries of the universe and all that. But in the end, once you've done all of Nada's lore and Polo's quests, Polo just offers you a bunch of repeat schematics for a bunch of money, and Nada just keeps telling you to go to the center of the galaxy. So they seem kind of unfinished, and so I've always been wanting them to do more with Nada and Polo. So the fact that they mentioned Nada and Polo in that new quest is, I think, hopeful that they're going to add some more quests with them. I mean, it'd be real easy for them to have Nada send you off onto some adventure, either after you finish his lore series or after you get to the center of a galaxy. Because he's always telling you to get to the center of the galaxy, but he doesn't recognize when you do get to the center of a galaxy, so hopefully they'll do something with him. So I'm in an abandoned building. These things are pretty cool looking. And this should give me a nice amount of nanite clusters. Wait a second. Oh wow, I'm full. I better clear some space before I do this. Let's see. These will stack in my ship, so I'll put them in there. I don't really want these. I'm going to throw these away. I definitely want to keep the Gek Nip for planting Nip Nip. Put that in there. That. I'll keep that. I don't want to use that. Okay. So I'll recharge my life support with this canister. Okay. Return user identified. Terminal now active. Unlocking data log continuation for analysis. The lore for the abandoned buildings is always kind of cool. Beneath their skin, they had placed tiny seeds of the glass, which took on the appearance of strange ritualistic scarring. The nubs of the broken crystal were ancient, ground down and polished by generations before them. They fed them their life, and in return the crystals glowed with emerald fires and brought them closer to their fate. I would listen to them talk of worlds they could never have seen, in alien tongues that their body was not made to utter. The glass made them something more than they were, a vessel for intelligences utterly unlike us. Not sure what that refers to exactly, but sounds kind of cool. And I got some nanite clusters. So I've got 100 now, so I'm halfway there. I need 200. And then I'll be done. Ah, nothing in there. Looks different out here all of a sudden, I guess because the sun's going down. Save again real quick.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Okay.
Technology recharge.
I need another abandoned building. There's one. 14 minutes away. That's fun. Jumping up those ramps. This is definitely a lot more fun than just walking across all this distance. The nanite clusters and being able to drive in your vehicle definitely encouraged exploration. That's what I wanted them to do. I wanted them to encourage people to explore more, so I would say this Pathfinder update is definitely a success. Of course, I ultimately want them to add more variety to planets, because we still... Whoa! Okay, now I may be stuck in a cave system. Let's see, now what I could do... Oh, nope, there's a way out. I think. Yeah. As I was saying, I want them to add more variety to the game. We basically have 7 different types of planets. It'd be nice if they would add a few more types of planets. But I'm sure that would, take a long time for them to do. Whoop. So, it may be a while before they do that. I mean, they could add some more plant and animal assets pretty easily. But then they probably have to regenerate the universe to add them in. So they'll probably wait and do that again once they've got a whole lot of more assets to add. But it looks like they're adding a storyline. That's the other thing I really wanted them to do. As long as the storyline encourages planet exploration. The Atlas Path, problem with the Atlas Path is it didn't really force you to ever go on any planets. I mean, of course you had to go on planets to get the warp fuel, but once you have enough warp fuel, you can do the whole Atlas Path storyline without, this is fun, without ever, without needing to land on the planet. You can just warp to all 11 Atlas stations, and it doesn't make you explore at all. So it'd be nice if they would add a storyline that has you go down to buildings on planets. Of course, the base building and vehicle quests have you do that, but those aren't really major storylines. Those are just quests to get access to the housing stuff. So, look, I'm in a dune buggy driving across sand. So yeah, I hope they add a major storyline that has you exploring on planets, like maybe searching for special star systems, maybe having space battles. That would be awesome if storyline actually required you to have space battles or something. Make the game really seem like an adventure where you're trying to accomplish something, have some kind of antagonist that we're trying to save the universe from. That's what really excited me about that prophecy of Null, was that he said that there would be like the end of realities or something. Maybe we need to prevent that or something. Doesn't seem to be a very high density building planet, unfortunately. I'm not seeing a lot of question marks for locations, but oh well. At least I've got this vehicle to travel really far, really fast on. I want to show off the mining laser. I discovered the mining laser. Oh, I'm out of fuel. The mining laser for well, for one thing, the mining laser right now doesn't take up any fuel, which they're about to patch that. But anyway, the really cool thing is how incredibly fast the mining laser can destroy these resource piles. They don't destroy crystals very fast for some reason, but it's super hot. Look at that. It's like it's cutting through this iridium like butter. Almost instantly getting rid of it. And of course, like I said, right now there's not even any, I'm not even using up any resources using my laser, so I don't think the cannon does either. I don't have the cannon installed right now to check, but I don't remember the cannon using up any resources either. But they just they're doing an experimental patch thing on Steam for PC users, and they're gonna patch that in so that we have to use resources to recharge the laser and cannon for the vehicles. But the really good thing that they're changing in that experimental patch, and will eventually come to PlayStation 4, is the ability to summon, or rather build the geobase for the vehicles anywhere, which is going to be awesome. As you saw at the beginning of this video, I had my home. I built my base on this planet. So I had to abandon my other planet in order to come here and have vehicles. But now they're going to make it so you can just build the geobase anywhere. Like you can build save points and stuff anywhere. And that will be really good. Then I won't have to abandon my base every time I want to explore a new planet with the vehicles. Which really, it should have been like that from the get-go. I'm not sure why exactly they just didn't go ahead and make it like that. People say it's because of the outcry that immediately happened when they announced that vehicles were only going to be on your home planet. But the fact that they're able to patch it in and change it so quickly, that makes me wonder if maybe they always thought that maybe they were going to do that. And I don't know. I can't begin to guess what exactly they're planning, or what they were planning. It seems obvious to make it so you can use the vehicles on any planet. So it kind of seems like maybe they planned to do that all along. But whatever. I'm definitely gonna like that. Then I can finally find a really nice lush planet that I want to stay on and build a base there, and then I can go to other planets and explore them with the vehicles. This is so fun. I'm glad I don't take damage when I fall a long distance in the vehicle. It must be pretty well padded inside. Still 7 minutes out from the abandoned building. Wish I could find some more buildings along the way. I don't see hardly anything. Definitely want to stop for these things. These give nanite clusters.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
think is once I get to that abandoned building, I'll have all the nanite clusters I need. Then I can head back to my base, or maybe I'll search for some place that I can call my ship. That might be easier. We'll see. We'll see what's faster. Should probably stop and save. I haven't done that in a little while. Wouldn't want out of iron. I need to grab some iron. It's hard to know what gives iron anymore, since we've got all these detritum things. But luckily I think they made smaller rocks give a bit more iron, which kind of makes up for it. There we go. I've had a few crashes since the update, so I want to make sure I don't lose all my progress. Yeah, this is pretty fun, like a dune buggy. Yeah, I think once I get to that abandoned building, I should have the 200 nanite clusters. And then I'm going to try using a device to travel to someplace I can call my ship. If it's faster than just going back to my base. So there's not a whole lot of different upgrades for the vehicle. Vehicles have pretty limited space. This vehicle is my favorite, and it only has 14 slots. And the Colossus, which is supposed to have the most, has only like 20-something slots. So I'm thinking eventually they're going to make it so that you can add more inventory slots to them, hopefully. And they'll probably then add more attachments for the vehicles. Whoa! Oh, wow. That was kind of scary. But fun. Here's a knowledge stone. So they could definitely use more attachments. Like right now we only have Sigma mining laser upgrade, and same with cannon. Accelerator has Tau, and signal booster has Tau, but that's the highest upgrades. They're probably going to add more eventually once they give us more inventory space, otherwise we wouldn't have room for any new attachments. Really tearing it up. Sure I'm going the right way. 5 minutes. Whoa. Man, this is fun. They really created a lot of nice area that we can tear up in the vehicle. I mean, they made a good use for all of the, you know, quintillions of planets. Now we can drive around them in vehicles. I like how you destroy so many things along the way. Like these immortal space onions, which I mentioned in other vehicles, other videos. These space onions that can't be destroyed, can't be scanned. Very mysterious. They still haven't added any purpose for them. They didn't in the Pathfinder update. They first showed up after the of course they can be destroyed by your vehicle, that's for sure. But they first showed up after the Foundation update, and now the Pathfinder update, they still haven't done anything else with them. So they may just be an ambient object that they added for some unknown reason. I thought that maybe they were going to be a new resource for the vehicles, but they weren't. Instead, it's just all these giant rocks that have detritum that was used for the vehicles. Probably grab some more plutonium. Oh, there's some more nanite clusters. So basically with this new nanite cluster system, basically forces you to explore a lot more star systems, because before people said you could fully upgrade your character all in one star system. Like you could just keep exploring the planets and get all the blueprints and all the different locations and stuff, but now instead you collect nanite clusters in those locations, and there's only 5 blueprints that you can buy at the space station. So now you basically explore a star system until you have enough nanite clusters to buy all the blueprints, but so then you have to go to another star system in order to buy more blueprints. So it's not like it was before. You can't upgrade your character all on one planet or all on in one system. You got to travel to different systems more, which is really good. This game is all about exploration, so they're encouraging you to explore more star systems to fully upgrade your character. Of course, this is an old save, so I have most of the upgrades already, except for the new ones. But eventually, like I've said before, I'm going to start a new survival mode save, which I'll do videos on. I have to get out of this crater. Oh, here we go. Go through here. Whee! Oh my gosh, I almost hit the roof. Oop, almost hit the roof of that. Wow, that was nuts. Pretty cool. There's water in this planet. I'm going the wrong way. Hopefully I can find a way out of here. Man, you can do some pretty awesome stunts in this with the vehicles. There we go, this might be a way out of here. I gotta start making screenshots of the vehicle stunts. Ah, so many holes to fall in, so little time. There we go. I'm getting good at getting out of holes. What was I talking about before I fell in there? So yeah, I'm going to be starting a survival mode save eventually, but I still have a lot of new upgrades to get in normal mode, and probably travel towards the center of Hilbert Dimension. But eventually I'll do survival mode, and after I get good at that, we'll do permadeath mode, which kind of scares me. Getting to the center of the galaxy in permadeath mode to get that trophy, that's going to be pretty difficult, but I will do it. It's basically the ultimate challenge of the game right now. Good, there's a question mark finally. Whee. There we go. Oh! It's another abandoned building. That's awesome. Wait. Oh, this was where I was supposed to go. I arrived. I thought it was a different place. Hooray! Huh, Plains of Arrakis. Almost sounds like Arrakis. Funny. Wow, look at that. Looks like some kind of burn there. I love how the new graphics bring out all these little scratches and dents and details. It's pretty awesome.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
The orb rests within its cage cloak of crystal in so many guises. The angles of the shroud are utterly perfect. When measured, no device of known science can determine any flaws, any variation in surface, even down to the molecular level. I have tried time and again to get close enough to touch it, but it retreats from me. I am not worthy to know its secrets yet. My mind must be open wider, the layers of me revealed and peeled back in sections. There is no other path open. I have already begun to cut upon the skein. Pretty creepy. Uh-oh, let's see. Ah, I'm just short. I still need 10 more nanite clusters. Hopefully I will get them. Well, here's some more. If I get at least 10 out of here. There we go. Now I have 200 nanite clusters. So now we can head back or get to my ship somehow. And go, then I'll go to the space station and buy the blueprint that I'm trying to get. That will be the end of this live stream.
Units received.
I hope they do more with the storyline of these abandoned buildings, like explaining to us what they're all about. I'll be right back and make a quick pit stop. And I'm back. Okay. So I don't think my vehicle scanner will give me a place I can call my ship, so we're going to use this signal booster. And look for a colonial outpost. Oh, 45 minutes. How far is my base? My base has got to be closer than that. There it is. Oh, 59 minutes. Jeez. I don't know how long that takes to get there in my vehicle, but I guess the manufacturing facility is a bit closer, so we'll do that. Let's see, how far is it? 15 minutes. That's not too bad. And this is going to be a pretty long live stream, but so be it. Got enough to coming in. So I hope they do that experimental patch soon. Or they're doing an experimental patch right now on Steam, but I hope they bring the update to PlayStation 4 soon. I was hoping they would have had it done by this morning. When the Foundation update happened, like almost immediately after they did an experimental patch on Steam, they like brought the update to PlayStation 4 the next day. I guess it's possible that they'll upload it later today, but out of fuel. But we'll see. So I'm definitely happy with what Hello Games is doing. They're really making other players a lot happier as well. Reddit is definitely very positive right now. More positive than it was right after Foundation update. Starting to change the narrative. No, not narrative. Well, I guess kind of narrative, but change the talking points about this game. Instead of saying that Sean Murray and Hello Games are evil money grubbers, or that, you know, it's all their fault, the game's no good. Now people are saying that, oh, it was because it was too rushed. Sony forced them to, you know, bring out the game before it was ready and all that. Man, water really messes this thing up. Which I don't entirely agree with, because there were people on Reddit that, you know, gave Sean Murray and Hello Games death threats when they tried to postpone the game, so it's not just Sony's fault. It's kind of our fault, too, for being impatient gamers like we are. I've never given death threats, but I can't say that I'm completely innocent of being impatient. I get pretty impatient sometimes. Wanting a cool new game to come out. I'm already kind of looking forward to the next update, of course, which I should just enjoy this update, but storyline is one of my main things I like about games, so if they're planning to do a storyline, I'm really excited about that. Gotta get over this sheer rock wall somehow, or I can get stuck in a cave again. Uh-oh, I have to get out and grenade a hole through here. Let's see if that works. I know I can grenade a hole, but will my car drive through it? Let's see. I thought they were going to put grenades on the vehicles, which they might do someday, but I remember the old, while back they data mined the files for the vehicles, and I was pretty sure that before there was quests that mentioned land deformation weapon, but for the time being at least, it doesn't seem like we have that. So just have to get out and grenade holes with our multi-tool until they add that, if they do. Oh man, this is a thing. Finally. Okay, now see if I can get around this rock wall and get back on track. Whee! Well, this live stream is pretty long, but hopefully anybody that comes in to watch will come in seeing me driving around, which is basically what you would watch this for, I suppose. See what it's like to... Oh man, come on. Explore planet with the vehicle. Driving across the mountains in a dune buggy. Whee! Okay, now, hopefully, I can get through here. What's that up there? Is that gold? Whoops. Let's shoot it. Yep, it's gold. It's gold, I tell you. I think I'll mine some just because it's so easy with the vehicle. Mining laser. I think that's the main thing they intended the vehicle mining laser for, is mining these giant resource piles. Might as well make some more money. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be buying some more ships, since you can own multiple ships now. I want a really good scientific ship to use to travel to the center of the galaxy, since those have increased hyperdrive power. Whoops. I don't know that come on. I don't know that I need a cargo or, well, my current ship is a fighter one, but it doesn't have any increased firepower from its class, because it's only a C class, and it's an, you know, I bought the ship before the update, so I don't think any of the ships from before the update have bonuses. I don't really need a fighter, another fighter ship, or a cargo ship with increased shield. Mainly just want the increased hyperdrive kind of ship. So I'm going to see if I can find a Class B scientific ship, or I guess it's called an exploration ship, and see how good an upgrade of one I can get. It's a little this mining laser is a little imprecise, a little hard to aim, but it cuts through this gold really quickly. Oh yeah. I wish you could aim it up easier. I can barely shoot things above me. Oh well, that's nice. Let's get this over with. We got 11, almost 12 more minutes to go, so need to hurry and get this done. I need to stop and save again, I think. Don't want to lose all my progress. I've got all the nanite clusters I need. Just need to get back to the space station and buy it. Buy the blueprint. The blueprint I'm buying is an upgrade for a weapon type that I don't have yet, but might as well get all the blueprints bought. And then eventually I'll have the weapon type I can put in my multi-tool. I'll have the upgrades and everything. Whoa! Whee! No! Ah. Stuck in here again. I think I may have to grenade my... You know what? I'm gonna try out another... technique. I believe I can just call my vehicle out here. Hopefully it won't say I'm too far from the geobay. And just call this right here. Perfect. Nice. That's a lot easier than digging it out with my grenades. So now you learned a new trick. You can just call your car. And when you get stuck, basically like calling the freighter. Tearing it up. Yeah, I'm definitely glad they added land vehicles. It wasn't the main things I wanted, but it's definitely a lot of fun. Going up this sandy hill. So I highly recommend this for people that either don't have No Man's Sky yet, or haven't tried out the Pathfinder update yet. Driving around to plan on in a vehicle is definitely a lot of fun. I'm on spring break right now. Of course, it's Saturday, but I'm a school teacher, and spring break started yesterday. I love these sandy hills. Driving up them. But yeah, I'll get to play all this week. Probably make lots of videos, lots of live stream of exploration. To keep collecting nanite clusters. Hopefully I'll find some planets with high density of buildings. This one's got hardly any. Continue working on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's see, I don't. Yay, I got it. Whoa. Whee. Wow, I didn't think I was going to make it up that mountain. That was pretty steep. So yeah, I'm gonna probably all this spring break I'm just gonna keep working on getting all the new upgrades, exploring for nanite clusters, buying the new upgrades at the space stations, till hopefully I have all the new stuff. They didn't add any new exosuit upgrades, so Korvax systems aren't going to be any use to me. So I already have all the old exosuit upgrades, but Gex systems have ship upgrades, which they added some new ones, and Viking systems have new multi-tool upgrades. So I will definitely be getting the new upgrades in those systems. So I'm wondering if the new storyline they're working on is going to involve the sort of evil Viking group that killed my technician's family. Definitely seems like it's going to involve some kind of mysterious entity. Might be that Vincule, but it might also involve the Viking. It's possible that Obincule is like secretly controlling the Viking. There's also mentioned Aerons, which are probably Sentinels. So maybe Obincule is also maybe behind the extreme Sentinel planets. Like maybe it's the one responsible for making Sentinels attack players on sight in extreme Sentinel planets. It's possible. So could be both. Obincule could be behind the really violent Viking, like controlling them from the shadows, and also Sentinels that have gone haywire. Mr. Fusion. Okay, we now have 4 more minutes, almost there. Excuse me. I definitely like the water erosion around here. We got water, and we got the sand that it uncovered. Oh good, I'm starting to find a few more question marks. My guess is this one's a plaque, but we'll see. Ooh, a storm. Nope. Oh my. It's observatory or something? Oops, passed it. Well, we found hardly any buildings, now we're suddenly finding them really close together. Maybe they made it so that buildings are like in clusters in certain parts of the planet or something. Here's some more nanite. Pretty sure this is an observatory. Might as well go ahead and get the ruins revealed.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
So it should be, oh, 7, yeah, 7717. There we go. Morning. Here we go. Nanites. Finally give us a reason to search through all these rooms. Okay. So I'm not going to go to the ruins. Yeah, it's an hour away. I'm not going to go to the ruins in my vehicle. I'll get my ship, then I'll fly to it real quick before I head to the space station.
Temperature levels stabilizing.
Let's see. I don't need heat shielding in my vehicle, so I'm not going to worry about it. Whoa. If you hit the accelerator and the jump button at the same time, it really rockets you up. It's pretty fun. Like that. Here goes. Whee! I got all the tricks. One minute, 20 seconds away. Almost there. Whoa. Glad you can't get stuck upside down in the vehicle. Whee! And here we are. Oh yeah, I got a new multi-tool. It's B class, so it's got a slight damage and scanner increase. so I can fully recharge my heat shield. Ah, there's all that tridum. Here we go. There we go. Okie dokie. Might as well do this thing. I guess I'll apologize. Okay. Bypass ship. And call my ship. The brewing machine. Okay. Let's do this brewing real quick. Then we'll go to the space station, buy my blueprint, and we'll be done. Hop into space to speed this up. There's less friction outside the atmosphere, so you can get places faster. The science there. I think with the addition of vehicles, you can basically search for every type of building now. I think. Actually, I don't think you can search for transmission towers and observatories. Yeah, so it's still difficult to find crashed ships. It's about the only thing you can't search for easily. That was intentional, I'm sure. Of course, crashed ships now aren't as good as they used to be. You have to pay to repair them. Pay units to repair the broken slots. The Viking rose in glorious victory, yet noble warriors grew tired and weak. The onslaught against the machines endured for 99 times 90 cycles. There was attrition and incalculable death, but victory eluded them still. The endless replication of the Sentinels slowed, but could not be vanquished. Okay. We're done on this planet. Let's get to the space station. There's Nada and Polo, I talked about earlier. They don't do anything new, so I'm not gonna go see them right now.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
I like the new music they've added to Outer Space. It's playing right now. And here we are. I can finally see the fruit of all my labors. Pulse Spitter Reload Tau. I don't have the Pulse Spitter yet, like I said, but now I've got one of the upgrades for it. And there you have it. I explored that planet, gathered nanite clusters so that I could buy that blueprint. That is the end of this live stream. Thank you for joining me. I will be back tomorrow with another live stream of planet exploration with the vehicle. I'll catch you next time.